Because our first chapter is integers. So before going to integers topic, first we will learn what are natural numbers and what are whole numbers. Already we know what are natural numbers. All counting numbers we will call it as natural numbers. So natural numbers starts from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. So these all numbers we will call it as natural numbers, and we denote the natural numbers with n. We denote the natural numbers with n. So in these natural numbers, what is the smallest number? Smallest number is 1, and largest number you can't define. Okay, it will not stop in 100 or 1000. It will be going on. So the largest number we can't define. Now coming to whole numbers. What are whole numbers? What are whole numbers? All counting numbers. All counting numbers included with 0. All counting numbers including 0 we will call it as whole numbers. So in natural numbers we will not see 0, but in whole numbers we will be having one 0 number, and all natural numbers including 0 we will call it as whole numbers. So whole numbers we denote with capital W. We denote the whole numbers with capital W. In this whole numbers, what is the smallest whole number? Smallest whole number is 0, and the largest number you can't define because it will not stop. So it will be going on. So many larger numbers are there, so we don't know what is the larger number. So it is not defined. Now coming to integers. What do you mean by integers? What do you mean by integers? Integers will be having positive numbers. Positive numbers, it is natural numbers, nothing but natural numbers. Positive numbers, negative numbers, included with 0. So these type of numbers we will call it as integers. What are integers? Integers will be having positive numbers, negative numbers along with 0. So these numbers we will call it as integers. 1, 2, 3, 4 is nothing but plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5 and so on. So this from 1 to so on we will call it as positive integers. We will call it as positive integers. And we are having here minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and so on. So these numbers we will call it as negative integers. So what we call this as negative integers. And 0 is neither positive nor negative. We will not write 0 as plus 0 or minus 0. So 0 is neither positive nor negative. Neither positive number nor negative number. Okay, so here 1, 2, 3, 4, so on we will call it as positive numbers. These positive numbers are also called as natural numbers, already you know. Positive numbers are also called as natural numbers. And minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 are called as negative numbers. 0 is neither positive nor negative. So these are about integers. And already you know, I told you here 1, 2, 3, 4 are called as positive numbers, positive integers. And negative numbers, that is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and so on are called as negative integers. But I am writing one more set here. What is that? For this positive integers I am including 0 also. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So including with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are called as whole numbers, and also we can call it as non-negative integers. What we call it as? Non-negative integers. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on are called as whole numbers, we know already. And also we can call it as non-negative integers. In the same way, negative numbers along with 0 we will call it as non-positive integers. What we call it as non-positive integers. So once again you see natural numbers that starts from all counting numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, and we denote the natural numbers with n. Next is in natural numbers, smallest natural number is 1 and greatest natural number we can't define. In coming to whole numbers, in whole numbers all counting numbers along with 0 we will call it as whole numbers, and the 0 is the smallest whole number and don't know what is the greatest whole number, that is can't define. Next coming to integers, in integers set you will be having positive numbers, negative numbers along with 0. So these all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are called as positive integers and also we can call it as natural numbers. Coming to this side, it is -1, -2, -3, -4 and so on. So these numbers we will call it as negative integers. So what about the 0? 0 is neither positive nor negative. So if I include, for this positive number if I include 0, that we will call it as whole numbers, and these whole numbers can also be called as non-negative integers. And next is we are having negative numbers. So for these negative numbers if you include 0, that will be called as non-negative integers. And integers, how we will denote the integers? We denote the integers with I or Z. We denote the integers with I or Z. One more point now. We are having here all positive numbers and negative numbers along with 0. So from this set, how we will tell which is a greater number and which is a smaller number? So from this set, how we will tell which is a greater number and smaller number? Now see, one condition here. Numbers which lies on right side, which lies on right side are greater than numbers which lies on left side. So how you will see which is greater number and which is a smaller number? Now what is that? Numbers which lies on right side are greater than numbers which lies on left side. So we will see which are greater and which are smaller now. So the numbers which lies on right side will be always greater and the numbers which lies on left side will be always smaller numbers. So what is the integer set here? Integers are starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. And on left side -1, -2, -3, -4 and so on. So now I want to know which is I am taking two numbers here. I am taking 4 and -3. I am taking 4 and -3. So -3 is lying on left side of 4. -3 is lying left side of 4. 4 is lying on right side and -3 is lying on left side. So what is our condition? Numbers which lies on right side are greater than numbers which lies on left side. So always the right side values will be greater than left side values. That means we can tell 4 is greater than -3. So what we can tell? 4 is greater than -3 because 4 lies on right side of a number line and -3 lies on left side of a number line. In the same way I am taking here 3, 0. Now 3 lies on which side? Here 3 is there and here 0 is there, here 3 is there. So 3 lies on left side and 3 lies on 0 lies on left side and 3 lies on right side. So how which number is greater now? 0 lies on left side of a number line and 3 lies on right side of a number line. So what we can tell? 3 is greater than 0. 3 is greater than 0. So by seeing this we can tell the numbers which are lying on right side will be always greater than the left side values. 0 is greater than minus 1 because 0 is lying on right side, minus 1 is lies on left side. In the same way, minus 1 is greater than minus 2 because minus 1 lies on right side, minus 2 lies on left side. In the same way, minus 2 is greater than minus 3 because minus 2 lies on right side of a number line and minus 3 lies on left side of a number line. So by seeing this we can tell the numbers which lies on right side will be greater than the numbers which lies on left side. Now coming to additions and subtractions of integers. How to add the integers, how to subtract the integers we will now learn now. So first, addition of integers. Addition of integers. So before learning this addition, subtraction and multiplication of integers, first we have to learn the signs. Plus multiplied by plus will be always equals to plus. Plus into plus will be plus. Minus into minus will be always plus. Plus into minus will be minus. Minus into plus will be minus. So what is this? If you multiply two positive signs, the result will be positive. If you multiply two negative signs, the result will be positive. If you multiply one plus value and negative value, that will be always the result will be negative. If you multiply negative value and positive value, the result will be in the form of negative. So if you get these four signs, you can do this addition, multiplication, subtraction easily. Now what is this? Addition of integers. We are adding two integers. I am taking any two integers here. I am taking it as minus 4, 5. Minus 4 and 5. Minus 4 is also an integer. 5 is also an integer. So what I have to do? I am doing here addition of integers. Addition means between these two numbers, two integers, I have to keep plus sign. What I have to keep? Plus sign I have to keep. Now I want to add these two values. How to add these two values? Already I told you that signs. Now plus, before 4 we are having minus, before 5 we are having plus. So minus into plus will be minus. We are now what you got? Minus into plus is equals to minus. That means you have to subtract the numbers. What we have to do? Subtract the numbers. What we have to do? Subtract the numbers. Again, minus into plus will be minus. You got minus now? That means we have to subtract the numbers. 5 minus 4 will be 1. What is the first way? First multiply the signs. Minus into plus is minus. Now, you got the minus now. That means you have to subtract both the numbers. That is 5 minus 4 is 1. Now, what is the bigger numbers? I mean, in 4 and 5, what is the bigger number? That is 5. So, what is the sign of 5 here? Plus. So, that's bigger number sign you keep for result. That will be plus 1. Now, coming to next one, I am taking it as minus 5, minus 7 and 9. So, what I have taken? 3 integers I have taken. Now, I want to add these 3 integers. That means between these 3 integers I have to keep plus sign. Minus 5 plus of minus 7 plus 9. How to add these 3 integers now you see. First, wherever you will see the double sign, first make it into single sign. What you will do? Wherever you will see the double sign together. 5 is having only single sign. 7 is having double sign. So first we have to make this double sign into single sign. 9 is having single sign. No need of changing that. So minus 5 I am writing as it is. What I am doing first, I am multiplying the signs. I am double sign I am making into single sign. That is plus into minus. What you are having here? Plus into minus will be minus. So plus into minus is minus. 7 I am writing as it is. 9 is having single sign, so that also I am writing as it is. Now coming to first two terms. Now, minus into minus. What is minus into minus here? Minus into minus is plus. So, minus into minus is plus. That means we have to add the numbers. What we have to do? We have to add both the numbers. That is 5 and 7. We have to do addition. 7 plus 5 is 12. 7 plus 5 is 12. And in 5 and 7, which is a bigger number? 7 is a bigger number. So what is the sign of bigger number? That is minus. So it will be minus 12. So what I did? First I have taken two numbers. That is minus 5 and minus 7. So minus into minus will be plus. Minus into minus will be plus. So first you add the numbers. That is 5 and 7. 5 plus 7 will be equals to 12. Now what we have to do for the result? We have to take a bigger number sign. In 5 and 7, what is a bigger number sign? That is minus. 7 is a bigger number in 5 and 7. What is the sign of 7? Minus. So result is minus 12. Now what is the remaining number? Plus 9. What is the remaining number? Plus 9. Now we have to solve this too. Again, minus into plus. Minus into plus will be minus. That means we have to subtract the numbers. What we have to do? We have to subtract the numbers. So 12 minus 9 will be 3. Minus into plus is minus. That means I am subtracting the numbers. That is 12 minus 9 is 3. In 12 and 9, what is a bigger number? 12 is a bigger number. So what is a bigger number sign here? Minus. So result is what? Minus 3. The total result of minus 5 plus of minus 7 plus 9 is how much? Minus 3. Now one more example we will take. Now I am taking 4 different numbers, 4 different integers I am taking. 2 plus of minus 3 plus of minus 5 plus 6. So how many different integers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So between all integers you are having plus sign here. Between all integers, which sign we are having? Plus sign we are having. So what is the first point? First, double sign we have to make it into single sign. 2 is nothing but plus 2. If you are having sign of a plus or not, it will be equals to plus 2. So first point is double sign we have to make it into single sign. So 2 is having single sign, that is plus. 3 is having double sign, plus and minus. So we have to convert this double sign into single sign. 5 is also having double sign, that is plus minus. So plus into minus we have to convert into single sign. 6 is having only single sign, that is plus. So first you convert the double sign into single sign. 2 I am writing as it is. Plus into minus. What is plus into minus? That is minus. So minus 3. Now plus into minus. Plus into minus is minus 5 plus 6. 6 is having only single sign, so I wrote as it is. Now, first two numbers you take. What are the first two integers? Plus 2 and minus 3. So, first we have to solve this. Before 2 you are not having any sign, that means it is having the plus sign. If you don't have any sign before any number, that means it is having a plus sign. Now, plus into minus. Plus into minus is minus. So what we have to do? We have to subtract the numbers. 3 minus 2 is 1. Now, in 2 and 3, what is a bigger number? Bigger number is 3. So what is the sign of bigger number? Minus. So if you solve this plus 2 and minus 3, you got minus 1. Now, bring this 5 down now. That is minus 5. And plus 6 I am writing as it is. If I solve this plus 2 and minus 3, I got minus 1. Minus 5 plus 6 I wrote as it is. Now again first two integers. Minus into minus. Minus into minus is plus. So minus into minus is plus. So we have to add the numbers. 5 plus 1, 6. Now what is the bigger number sign here? 1 in 1 and 5 is a bigger number. What is a bigger number sign? Minus. So what you got the result as? Minus 6. minus 1 minus 5 will be equals to minus 6. I am writing this plus 6 as it is now. Now again we have to solve these two now. Minus into plus will be minus, 6 minus 6 will be 0. For 0 you can keep plus 0 or minus 0? No, because 0 is neither positive nor negative. So what is the solution? What you got the result after solving this integers? Plus 2 plus of minus 3 plus of minus 5 plus 6 is equals to how much? 0. So in this way we have to solve the addition of integers. So tomorrow we will learn about subtraction of integers. Tomorrow we will see this topic. Thank you.